Welcome back once again to Explore Adventure Moto. It is 2022. We're about to hit December. That means it is time once again for last minute gift ideas for the motorcyclist in your life. This is a fairly short list. I'm just talking about 5 things today. First thing on the list, and this is something I take with me on every single trip, even if I'm just going on like a day trip, this thing is always with me someplace. A Motocamping knife. You get these fairly inexpensive for the quality that it is, and it being a widely recognized very good bushcraft knife. You can get these things for fairly inexpensive on Amazon. I think they still hover right around $30, but these things are invaluable. If the person that you know is a moto camper, it works extremely well as food prep, and you can see these are not very large. They pack away very small, and they are also very light. They hold an edge extremely well. The blade is very usable for food prep or whatever, and I even use mine as a fork. I have several of these. I keep one in a couple of different kits. A day kit, my pack out that I use for overnights and longer trips and things like that. And this is my newer one. My other one is showing some age and some wear around the blade, but it's still as sharp as can be. You can even, these things are so sharp it actually will shave hair off of your arm, and it holds the edge for a very, very long time before you need to hone it up a little bit. I will have a link to all of these things in the description down below. They are Amazon affiliate links as well, in most cases. But number 1, a knife. Number 2, a GPS. I personally use a Garmin Zumo XT on the bike. I switched from using the Gaia app or Onyx Off-Road on my phone, mainly because the phone that I have, any mount that I put on my bar, even with vibration dampening, can mess up the mechanical photo and video stabilization in the phone from repeated vibrations, which is going to happen on a bike, even if you're on the road. So I switched to the Zumo XT mainly for that purpose, but also so I can have a larger readout. And it's always, I have it mounted, you see the videos, I have it mounted just above my dash with my bike telemetry and readout, so I can just at a glance, it's got a large screen, it's bright even on at night, or on a crummy day such as we're having today. I can see it easy. Even if I'm not wearing my glasses, I can see it just at a glance and figure out if I'm on the right course or not. One other thing that I would highly suggest, particularly if your motorcycle rider goes out into the backcountry such as I do, get a button. This is a Garmin InReach Explorer Plus, and it has the SOS button on the side. I can also download and view maps on this. I can message people from this. I pair my phone with this, and I can send text messages, and it's all by satellite, so you don't need a cell signal to be able to use that functionality. Most importantly, what this has is it has this little button on the side here. I'm not going to press it, but it's an SOS button. You press that, and it sends a signal out to the worldwide rescue system. I'll put down the actual wording of what it's actually called down below. They will determine, you can let them know if you need help. Let's say you rode off a cliff, God forbid, right? And your bike is just trashed and you need a way to get home. Or if you're hurt. What the best way to use one of these is to not mount it to your bike. I see a lot of people mounting these to the bike. Well, what if you become separated from the bike in an accident and you can't get to the bike to initiate your SOS beacon? I keep this strapped to my hydration pack. I think it's always on this side. That way, if I become separated from the bike wherever I'm at, this is with me and I can just reach up and bam, hit the SOS. And when you initialize that, you can talk directly to the rescue teams and let them know what the situation is so they can determine the level of rescue that you need. GPS, very big on the list. Number 3, maps, specifically paper maps. And now there's a reason for that. You already have a GPS, right? In my case, I have 2 GPSs, so I already have defaults. These are electronics. Electronics can fail. And what happens when electronics fail and you were relying on them to get to where you were going or find a way out? You need a way to do that. Get a paper map. I have a couple of Butler maps that I use for, earlier this year we rode the Washington BDR, and I used this. I was referencing this paper map almost every day at camp, just to double check and make sure that we were still en route versus where we were at, and to have a look at what we had coming up. Another good set of maps is Ram's maps. I've got this one of the Steens Mountains because I've been down in that area quite a bit over the last couple of years, down in Oregon. And this one you can get you see here, you can get a different map for the different sections of Oregon. So in the planning phase of doing a larger trip, that's one thing you should consider acquiring is a couple of paper maps that cover the areas that you're going to be in, because you never know if one of these things is going to fail. You should always have redundancies. Number 4, a jet boil. I use this on every single overnight that I go on, whether I'm camping off the bike or whether I'm in the trailer. It is a very easy and very quick way to prepare meals, prepare coffee, boil water that you have to get out of a creek so you can boil the impurities out of it. And it boils very, very quickly. I think it'll boil this full 2 cups of water in just over 100 seconds, which is crazy fast. This particular model also has a thermal reactive thing on the side that when your water gets hot before it starts boiling, this turns like bright orange like this. So you can if you just want to get your water hot for like tea or coffee or whatever, I prefer coffee. I think you should too. That way you can turn it off before it starts boiling over and boiling out. I use this thing on every single trip. A lot of times, actually every time I go out on an overnight, I will take 1 or 2 freeze-dried meals with me just in case I don't have a place to stop, or I just don't feel like stopping. I just want to get to camp and eat. And just boil the water up in this thing, put it right in the freeze-dried meal, and I'm good to go. Jet boil. Again, links for all of this stuff will be in the description, and several of them will be affiliate links. Number 5, gift cards. It is not a cop-out to give a gift card for Christmas. If you're having trouble thinking of gifts to give your moto-inclined loved one for Christmas or birthday or whatever, a gift card is not a cop-out. That way, they can get exactly what they want. 2 places specifically that I would recommend getting a gift card or a gift certificate to is motocampnerd.com. If you don't know about motocampnerd.com, go check them out. My affiliate link is in the description for Motocamp Nerd. All of the products on motocampnerd.com have been vetted and tested by the owners of the company to work well for motocampers for pack size, weight, functionality. They carry brands like Nemo and Big Agnes, personal favorite, Big Agnes, Sea to Summit. They even carry some Giant Loop stuff on motocampnerd.com, and they do, one of the things that they offer is gift cards. Go check them out. Use my link in the description. The other place that I would highly recommend getting a gift certificate for is giantloopmoto.com. And that link is also down in the description. I have an affiliate link down there that you can use to get to the website. Another gift idea is for an item that I also have with me on every overnight trip, and that's a headlamp. I keep this in my tank bag or in the top of one of my other bags. So it's basically when I get off the bike, when I get to camp and I get off the bike, this is the first thing I take out, and I just drape it around my neck. So as soon as it starts getting dark, I've already got my headlamp right there. This particular headlamp is a black diamond. I I got this from Motocamp Nerd, actually, motocampnerd.com. Affiliate link is in the description. The black diamonds are not that expensive. Some headlamps that you can get are actually really expensive because you can get them for, you can have them like light up the nighttime like it's day. They get so bright. You don't really need that. You just need to be able to see. This one also has a red and a blue light option. I can adjust the light level out of this. It's also dual fuel. And what that means is you get in here like so, you take out the rechargeable battery and it's already ready to go. You don't have to do any other modifications aside taking the rechargeable battery out, and you can put in 3 AAA batteries right there. So say your rechargeable battery fails or you just run out of charge and you don't have a way to recharge it, slide in 3 AAA batteries and you're good to go. I really like the dual fuel option just to have redundant emergency situation stuff, right? That was my 5+1 gift ideas last minute for the 2022 holiday season. If you're interested in seeing more of my content, consider subscribing to the channel. I do have memberships open on the channel for a very low cost. I do also have a Patreon page that you can help support this channel. If you cannot monetarily support me right now, completely understand. I'm just happy that you're here with me each and every week watching my content. This has been an Explore Adventure Moto production. Have a Merry Christmas.